An enduring legacy. Introducing Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. A name synonymous with hope, with resilience, with leadership in the face of unimaginable adversity. Few figures in American history have left such an indelible mark on the nation's soul. As we navigate the complex challenges of our own time, it's more important than ever to remember the lessons of FDR's leadership. Roosevelt's presidency was anything but ordinary. He led America through the Great Depression, a period of economic despair that tested the very fabric of society. He guided the nation to victory in World War II, confronting tyranny and safeguarding freedom on a global scale. But perhaps most importantly, he inspired hope in a nation yearning for leadership. His journey was not without its trials. He faced personal setbacks that would have broken a lesser man. Yet through it all, he remained a beacon of strength and optimism, reminding Americans that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The making of a leader: Roosevelt's early years. Born into privilege in 1882, Franklin Delano Roosevelt could have chosen a life of comfort. The Roosevelt family name carried weight and prestige. Young Franklin, however, had a drive to serve a greater purpose.
He excelled at Groton School and Harvard University, demonstrating intellect and charisma. His distant cousin, President Theodore Roosevelt, was an early role model, instilling in Franklin a belief in the power of government.
In 1905, he married Eleanor Roosevelt, who became his partner in life and social reform. Her commitment to social justice shaped his belief in fundamental rights.
His early political roles, first as a New York State senator and later as Assistant Secretary of the Navy, honed his leadership skills. Triumph over adversity, polio, and the forging of resilience. In the summer of 1921, tragedy struck. At the age of 39, Franklin D. Roosevelt was diagnosed with polio, a debilitating disease that left him partially paralyzed. The diagnosis could have easily ended his political aspirations. For many, it would have been a devastating blow, both physically and emotionally.
But Franklin D. Roosevelt refused to succumb to despair. He approached his illness with the same tenacity and determination that would come to define his presidency. He relentlessly pursued experimental treatments, seeking any glimmer of hope for recovery. Though he would never regain the full use of his legs, Roosevelt's spirit remained unbroken.
This period of profound personal struggle forged within him an even deeper well of empathy and an unwavering belief in the human capacity for resilience. It was during these challenging years that he developed the strength and compassion that would later resonate with millions of Americans facing their own hardships during the Great Depression. In 1932, America stood at a crossroads. The Great Depression had gripped the nation, leaving millions unemployed and desperate.
In this hour of darkness, Franklin Delano Roosevelt took office as the 32nd president.
Roosevelt understood that the times demanded bold action. He implemented groundbreaking programs known as the New Deal. This plan sought to provide relief, recovery, and reform.
His fireside chats brought his calming presence and message of hope directly into homes. These addresses helped restore faith in the government and instill national unity.
Roosevelt's leadership extended beyond the economic recovery. As the world plunged into the chaos of World War II, his steady hand guided the nation through its darkest hours.
His ability to rally the American people and build alliances with other nations was crucial in the fight against the Axis powers. Roosevelt's strategic vision and diplomatic skills helped shape the course of the war and laid the groundwork for the eventual victory.
Under his leadership, the United States not only became the arsenal of democracy, supplying the Allies with the necessary resources to combat tyranny, but also emerged as a global superpower. His wartime decisions had a lasting impact on international relations and the post-war world order.
Roosevelt's unwavering commitment to democracy and freedom inspired a generation and left an indelible mark on history. Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy extends far beyond his lifetime. His policies and vision continue to influence the fabric of American society today.
As his wife and partner, I saw firsthand how deeply he cared for the welfare of every American. His New Deal programs laid the foundation for a more equitable and just society.
For many, Roosevelt's initiatives provided a lifeline during difficult times. The Social Security Act, the Works Progress Administration, and other programs he championed still benefit millions of Americans.
Roosevelt's enduring impact is reflected in the continued relevance of his policies and the principles he stood for. His belief in the power of government to improve lives and his unwavering faith in the American spirit remain guiding lights for future generations.